Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 3. This is the Daily Show with DanRam, and I am so grateful that you're tuning in. Now, the way these algorithms work on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and Twitter and all the different platforms is it takes a little while for it to notify you guys that I'm live. But guess what? Today, it's not just me. I'm really happy to have a few of the DanRam fam from around the world joining. As always, we are not going to talk about the thing that is happening around the world. Instead, we're going to talk about how us ordinary people are making it through. What creative ideas, what creative things are we doing so that we stay alert, we stay awake, we stay growing? And so I just want to give a quick hello to everybody as you join the 3rd episode of the Daily Show with DanRam. We're going to be on for like 30, 35 minutes. I hope that it brings a little bit of cheer, a little bit of a smile, a little bit of a lift in your mood on what is otherwise a really difficult time in our world. But we're not talking about a thing. We're going to talk about us. So thank you for being part of our show, the DanRam Show. So I just want to start, as I always do, with a little riddle. Let's get our minds working. So my wonderful producer, Pratham, can you throw up the riddle for today? If you think you know the answer, make sure you comment it below. So today's riddle is this. I can fly, but I have no wings. I can cry, but I have no eyes. And wherever I go, darkness follows me. What am I? So wherever you're watching from, currently today, we are broadcasting on 2 Facebook channels, on YouTube, on Twitter, and for the first time, we're trying out Instagram as well. I know on Instagram, it is not as clear a connection. I'm still working on it. But for those of you who are on Instagram right now, thank you for watching. And do comment below what you think the answer to this riddle is. So today's riddle is, I can fly, but I have no wings. I can cry, but I have no eyes. Wherever I go, darkness follows me. What am I? That is the riddle for today. So please comment. I can see that some people already tuning in. On YouTube right now, we have got Nathan, who is watching all the way from Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates, which is amazing. So big shout out to you, Nathan. We've got Saurav, who says, hey, yo! So that's awesome. All right. Caleb James is in Canada. Dang, we are global right now. We got United Arab Emirates, the Middle East. We got Caleb, you're just jealous. So Caleb and I used to play rock music, like Christian rock music back in the day. And he's an electric guitarist. So I don't know what the comment about hair is because rockers have crazier hair than mine. But this is also the one of the situations. Actually, you know what? We should ask. All right, this is to my producer right now. We should ask a question about what is the one thing you miss the most about normal life? Because one thing I miss the most is getting haircuts. Because otherwise, this is what happens when you don't have a haircut. All right. Oh, that is really quick. But we're not going to ask that right now. Right now, I want people to comment the answer to the riddle. So let's see. Who else have we got joining in? Ram. Hello, my man. How are you? Ram and I were discussing this morning about a bass guitar that he wants. We've got a good music theme happening today. We've got a guest. Jesse J. John thinks the answer to the riddle is clouds. So let's see if anyone else agrees with Jesse. Dark clouds or clouds. Aditya also, you know what? Maybe this riddle was too easy. I'm going to come up with the second riddle, which is going to be even harder. All right. That's my commitment to you. So shout out my mama, who is like my second producer, watching the show. She says, how about a shout out for India? So here you go. Shout out to India. While I'm at it, shout out to Ireland, shout out to Germany, shout out to United Arab Emirates, shout out to Canada, shout out to the US, shout out to wherever you are from. Feel free to comment below where you're tuned in from. I would love to give you a shout out. Aditya says, yes, it's a bit too easy. Okay, next riddle, I'll make it a little bit harder. Because yesterday's math riddle, nobody got that one. So I thought I'll make it non-math today. All right. As always, on the show, I would like to bring different guests, ordinary people that are just trying to do something a little bit different, and trying to survive in their own special way. And so today we're first going to go to Germany. And I'd like to invite onto the show Marco. Can we get Marco on, please? Ta-da! Hello, Marco. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you and I can hear you.
Excellent. So, Marco, my man, where are you tuned in from, and how do we know each other?
So I'm tuned in from Austria because I decided it was a good idea to visit my parents over the weekend, which
Smart.
was 2 weekends ago. Now I'm not sure I can leave.
I'm probably not. And how did we meet, Marco?
We met at the Unternehmertum. There was an event called Hack and Talk, and you were invited as a speaker, and we ended up chatting afterwards.
Absolutely. Marco, what is it that you do normally? What does a normal day look like?
I'm a programmer, so most of my day I spend coding. And well, that's actually all I do right now because I can't go outside.
So there are a group of people that, well, are unsure what to do with life and are bored. And then there are a group of people that have all this extra time and are super, super active and are crazy, crazy busy. And I feel like there's two categories of people. But one thing I have found is a good way to stay motivated and to programmers watching us live, comments. Shout out to the other programmers out there. So one thing I found is it's important to take healthy breaks. What is it that you do to chill? How do you take a break from life, whether you're programming or doing other projects?
So I just pick a very fancy recipe and then I spend at least an hour cooking just to kind of tune out a bit.
Okay, so you cook. Why do you like cooking?
Because I like eating.
Okay, so I think we have some pictures here of, and by the way, I like eating as well. But one thing I miss about normal life, so we have a thread about what normal life, so keep commenting things that you miss about normal life. But I love eating out. I have to be honest, I have not been in a kitchen for about 2 or 3 years. I just eat out all the time. But we have some photos of things that you have created. So I'm wondering, can we put up an image? And Marco, because you are in Austria/Germany and we've got viewers from all over the world, what are some of these meals that you have created? So this is the first one. Looks like a little bit of pasta. What is that?
Yeah, that's a tough one to explain. It's called Kasspatzel. So essentially, it's a bit similar to noodles. It's
Okay.
thicker dough,
Okay.
like a gnocchi or something,
Okay.
with a ton of cheese and roasted onions on top of it.
Amazing. Amazing. Let's see another picture. And then I like that you're giving us German names with these things. So give us the German name for this next meal that is going to pop up on the screen in a second. In 3, 2, 1. Bam. Do we have it? Not yet. Oh, here we go. I see we have minimized. All right. What is this? Is that a
It's
soup?
leek soup. Yeah, it's not German though, so I don't have a German name for that.
Okay.
I mean, you can translate the English one.
So what is it?
Leek.
Ah, leek soups. That's nice and healthy as well. Good. All right. Let's see what the next one is, because we got a few of these. So, bum, bum, bum. There's a little bit of anticipation every time. What is going to pop up on the screen? I have to say, I'm a big fan of German meals. It is so delicious. To be fair, I like finding whatever is ethnic and traditional in every country I go to. It's like one of the things I go hunting for. Is that a smiley face? Those are stars. What's going on there? What is that?
So that's a recipe from my grandma. I don't know if it's the official name for it, and I've never seen it in Russia, but it's
Uh-huh.
Russian cream.
Okay. So, by the way, we do have some Germans who are also watching. So, Daniel Kilger here is an amazing, amazing startup guy. So, one of the things I said, oh, Pratham, we can see your screen, just so you know. So, you should stop sharing. All right. So, one of the things I want to do is I'm calling it Corona Mates, connecting people together. So, for anyone who's in the startup world, Daniel, you have to talk to him, especially if in Germany. He is like the ultimate connector. He knows everyone, he connects everyone, and he's also good at correcting people. So he said here, explain this mac and cheese. So that really cheesy thing that you made probably is like a German mac and cheese, right?
It's fair. I can choose
Very.
that. I wouldn't know.
Also, you have my mom's come back in the conversation. My mom's a programmer. That's what she does. She runs a team here at a university, and she builds software for universities. That's what she does. So there we go. Also, Daniel is back to say that he misses hugs because we're having, so keep commenting below. What's something that you miss about normal life? I'm excited about Ram's comments. He says he misses being on stage with an instrument because my next guest is actually going to talk about music. And so there will be a little bit of connection over there. All right, let's keep going. Do we have, Pratham, do we have any more meals that we'd like to show? Let's see if we get something. The anticipation. Ooh, what is that?
So I don't know how to explain Knödel in English. It's dumplings.
Okay.
Anyway, something like that, and the meat is just deer with a good sauce.
Deer, dang, that's fancy now. Okay. Nice. Did you hunt this deer yourself? Do you go to a shop and buy like at a Tesco? Like how does deer just show up in your room?
That's a good question. So my dad bought it, and I think, yeah, he bought it from a hunter.
Okay. All right. Very cool. That looks amazing. So my last question to you, Marco, is was it difficult to get into cooking, or is it something that came naturally to you?
I don't think I'm that great at it, so but
It looks
I'm the one who has to eat it. It's fine, I guess.
okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
Super. Marco, thank you for sharing some of the things that you are making. Stick around. I'm going to remove you from the screen, but hopefully we'll see you towards the end of the show for a few last thoughts if you're still around at that point. All right. Thank you so much, Marco. If you're a programmer and want to connect with someone awesome who's building stuff, if you are also an amateur or intermediate cook and want to exchange some recipes with a German, talk to Marco, who's a guest on the show. Which brings me to, for those of you who have been following me for a while, you know my phrase, start now, start simple. I believe whatever it is you do, whether you're a musician, like the next guy who's coming in is not a professional musician, but he likes music. And whether it's a programmer who likes cooking, or I think a financial analyst that likes playing music, or whether it's me, a speaker that is now doing live streaming, everything happens when you dare to start. And everyone's putting challenges out there. This is not like a coronavirus challenge thing. This is just my life motto, right? I always believe that if you want to master something, but even if you don't want to master, if you just want to achieve something, you got to start. You got to take that first step. So this is my challenge for this weekend, the Start Now, Start Simple challenge. I would love for you to try something new this weekend. And if you use the hashtag on social media, I can see it and post it on my story. And if you would like, no pressure, but if you'd like to join the show next week and talk to us about something you tried for the first time in your life, I'd love to have you on. So again, you don't have to master it. You don't have to be perfect at it. You don't have to achieve any greatness. You just have to dare to start something new, something you've never done. So I don't think I've ever cooked a meal in my life. And so that could be like a start now, start simple challenge. Although I should not say that loudly because my mother's watching and then she'll tell me to cook tomorrow. So maybe I'll come up with something else. I don't know if I've made my bed. No, I've made my bed for sure. But I'll try to think. I will also do this challenge. Start now, start simple. I've never written. Ooh, people keep asking me to write a book. I've never written a book. So maybe I might start with that. So again, remember, you don't have to finish it. You don't have to achieve anything great. Literally spend 10 minutes to start something new. Spend 30 minutes, maybe a new kind of exercise in your house. Maybe you've never done meditation. You'd like to try it for the first time. Maybe you have never drawn or done art like as an adult and you would like to try it for the first time. Well, do that. Get a coloring book and try it. So just use the hashtag start now, start simple, and make sure you tag me on it at I am DanRam, and then I'll see it and I'll share it. So just on the bottom, you will see it going at I am DanRam on Instagram and Facebook. So that's my little challenge for the weekend for you guys, to start now, start simple challenge. I'm going to bring on another guest. But before I do that, since the last riddle was too easy, I want to give you another riddle. You guys ready? You guys ready for another riddle? So I'm hoping this one's a little bit harder, but comment below what you think is the answer to this question. All right, so here we go. What has 6 faces but does not wear makeup? What has 21 eyes but cannot see? What is it? And don't Google it. I know most of you are getting the answer quickly because you're Googling. And yes, these riddles are on Google. Because what? Do you think I just come up with this? No, I'm doing work. So these are on Google, but don't Google it. I want to see who's actually intelligent and who can come up with answers. So, all right. I want to just take a quick look at what some people are saying over here. Some people, Marco, I know you're still able to listen even though you're not on right now, but someone says you should go for a delivery service. Maybe start charging people and yeah, that would be cool. Saurav says that he's an amateur podcaster, which is fantastic. And I love the people who are reaching out to me and saying that they're starting podcasts or starting YouTube channels. That's a great thing. If you've never been on camera, maybe this weekend's the first time that you can try that. And yes, I'll be happy to support. Some of you write asking, Dan, would you like to be a guest? And I always say yes, because I wouldn't have achieved anything I've achieved if someone did not give me the chance to start. And starting can be so scary. And if I can help, if I can coach you to just take that first step, I will. So let me know what thing you'd like to start now, start simple, and reach out to me if I can help you with it. All right, so let's put up the riddle one more time, Pratham, please, and then comment below what you think is the answer to this question. What has 6 faces but does not wear makeup? What has 21 eyes but cannot see it? And if people get this as well, I promise tomorrow is going to get significantly harder. And then you're going to write to me and be like, Dan, we can't handle it. We're stressed already with life. All right, let's go to our second guest. So the reason I keep saying Pratham is because he's our producer that is hidden. You guys can see my face, but I'm very grateful for my team. There's a whole bunch of us scattered around the world doing different things, but Pratham is producing the show right now. Can you add Johnny onto the call, please? Johnny, how are you?
Hey, Dan. How's it going, man?
Good. Where are you tuned in from, and how do we know each other?
All the way from Dublin. Shout out to Dublin, eh? Hey.
Nice.
So I remember meeting you. My earliest memory of you is I was with a small Christmas caroling group, and we went to your parents' house in Dublin, and you were there, and I think you played a little something on the piano for us, and that was probably the only time I met you, I think. But that was my first memory of you. Yeah.
Awesome.
So it's good to see you. It's amazing to see you.
It's lovely to reconnect. I really miss living in Dublin, Ireland. I spent 8 years in that country, and that piano that I played is downstairs. And at the end of every show, I do a little song. And so today as well, we will have a little sing-along on that same piano that you would have heard. It says here, looks like Johnny plays drums. Is that true?
Oh, yeah. A little bit, but my brother is the drummer, so he's a professional. I'm
All
sort of,
right.
Yeah, not even close to being a professional.
So, Johnny, what's your day job? What is it that you do?
So I work for an insurance company. I'm what they call a chief risk officer, a CRO, and that comes with a lot of numbers, a lot of meetings, and yeah, my day just normally I would start around 8 in the morning, and that will go on till about 9 in the evening. So yeah, that's the role of a CRO. If anyone looking to be a CRO, you've got that ahead of you.
Now tell me, this self-isolation, I've been calling it a thing now, but this thing that we're going through, are you more productive, less productive? Are you working more? Are you working less?
You know, I was initially, when the idea of working from home was proposed, I was quite averse to the whole idea because for me, I normally don't like distractions at work. I just want to keep at it,
Yeah.
I feel like you get to a rhythm and a flow, and you don't want that to be interrupted. Whereas working from home is just throws all of that out of the window, and you can hear people walking around or doing something. And with me, my guitar, my piano, and the drums are just right there, and I'm just looking at me like, come on, Johnny, come on, play.
Yeah.
So that's happening. But funnily enough, I find that I do give in to the temptation of playing the guitar or playing the piano every now and then. But my productivity level, I find, is actually off the charts in the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
Which is sort of, and I can't really think of why, because it's a sudden change. It sort of interrupts my flow at work, and I have to get back into it. But I don't feel tired at the end of the day. I feel actually refreshed and a lot of energy.
Yeah.
By the time it's 8 o'clock, I still feel like I have a lot of energy, and I can do some more music stuff. It's great.
All right.
It's a blessing, I have to say. It's a blessing, I think.
Absolutely. What is it that you, and I'm just going to tell you now, I'm going to put you on the spot and I'm going to ask you to play something for us. But what is it that music does for your brain or for your mood? Because as a fellow musician, and we have a bunch of musicians that are tuned in, because I've always performed in bands and choirs, I know what music means to me, but what does music mean to you? Why do you engage at a hobby, passion, amateur, intermediate level in music?
Yeah, it's almost like that's a place that I can go to where I can actually forget about the rest of the world.
Yeah.
That is around me. It's a place that's sort of a place of escape from
Yeah.
reality almost. I just go there and actually don't think about anything. I don't connect in an emotional way or anything. I just go there and just
Yeah.
enjoy that moment, and it's just very different to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
It's just a place to go to just completely relax and just live in the moment.
That's awesome. Well, I did say that I'm going to put you on the spot. So, Johnny, if you've got a guitar or something, can you play something for us, please?
Indeed. I'll just get my guitar here. Okay. Wow. Okay, so this is a classic from the Beatles. So if you know the songs, please sing along. It's by Paul McCartney. It's a song called Blackbird.
Ooh.
Know it.
Such a good
let's
song.
go for it, yeah? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly, into the light of a dark black night.
Amazing. Well done. Thank you so much for playing. Beautiful work on the guitar. Man, that was amazing. Well done. Thank you so much, Johnny, for joining all the way from Dublin, Ireland. And stick around. See you in a bit. All right, guys. So those are some of the guests I want to bring on. And I've pitched this to you before, why I'm doing the Daily Show with DanRam. I am no major celebrity that wants to give you a sneak peek into my private life. I am just an everyday person that is trying to figure out how to make the best use and the best, I guess, activities, creativity, lifestyle choices for this season. And I'm believing this is a season and it will change, right? Things will change. I actually liked a comment that came in earlier a little while ago. So by the way, please comment any questions. I'm going to answer 1 or 2 questions, and I've got a song to close the day, the night, the afternoon, the morning. The beauty of doing this at this moment is it's evening in India where I'm broadcasting. It's afternoon in Europe where we had our 2 guests today. And then both coasts of the US, we've got like morning and late morning. So we're in all these places. But I saw a comment coming in earlier, which I thought was just so profound and really nice, because it was asking, what do you miss about normal life? And something that's here is, I don't miss normal life. I think the forced monasticism we're living at the moment is spiritually very good for us. Although it is difficult, we need to refocus. And I could not agree more. Thank you so much for sharing that, because even though these are very difficult times, this is a great time to think about who we are outside of our work, outside of our friend circle, outside of the rat race that we're running every day, outside of the usual spaces that we're in. Who are we just at the core when we're by ourselves on our couch, in our bed, just doing normal stuff? Who are we? And I think this is such an important time. So don't miss out on what we can learn right now. So thank you so much for sharing that. I'd love to know what else you guys miss. I said earlier that Ram misses being on stage with his instrument. And I know for me, that is for sure. I'm missing with my choir. I miss performing with my band. So let's see. We have a few more people. Who says, nice to see you. It's nice to see you too. Some guys who want to join the show, let's talk. Please message me privately, and I'll send you a link so that you'll be able to join the show next time. I would love to have people coming in. We've got a message from Andy saying, beautiful, Johnny. So well done, Johnny. You've got some new fans, some new people who appreciate your work. So yes, so to answer your question, how can I be on the show? It's pretty simple. Direct message me, and then I will send you a link, because we're using this cool new platform called StreamYard, which allows me to stick a logo. Ta-da! I can't get my finger to it. There we go, a logo over there, and all this cool stuff on the bottom over here. So, I think life's all about growing and learning. I would love to be on stage, which is my day job. I'd love to have a big team of technicians doing the audio and the video and all of that. But like with anything else, now's the chance to grow. And this is what I'm doing now, is a little bit of live streaming just to keep meeting people. Jesse says, wonderful singing, Johnny. Yay, go Johnny. And Marco, don't forget, you've got a food delivery business that is possibly in your future. So, all right. What I am going to do, if there are no more questions, is I am going to end the night with a little song. And I am actually going to challenge myself, right? Because I don't want to keep doing the same thing every time. So I'm going to walk downstairs. Oh, while I walk downstairs, I'm going to give you the answer to the riddle, which many of you got. Actually, Pratham, maybe you can share the answer that everyone got. So clearly my riddles were too easy today. But here we go. I'm going to grab my laptop awkwardly and walk downstairs with my microphone. Yes, the answer was a dice. So it's got 6 faces, but wears no makeup. And what is it? Oh, it's a dice. Okay. So I'm going to challenge myself, and I'm going to sing a medley. I'm going to sing a song that was actually one of the first songs ever that I sang on stage when I was younger. And then I'm going to medley it with a Michael Jackson song. And this is probably the only time that you will hear a church song and a Michael Jackson song mixed together, because that's me. I'm DanRam. I do things differently. So here we go. Can you see me? Comment below. Ta-da! It's me. All right. So this is the first ever song that I sang on a big stage when I was like 17. So I've always been a musician, never a singer. Singing takes an extra level of courage. It also means that people look at you And even though you guys know me as someone on stage, when I was young, I was an introvert. I did not like to be seen. I didn't want to be in front. So I used to play the piano in the background. But 17, I did one of my first concerts. And this was a song. And like I said, I'm going to medley it with a Michael Jackson song. If you know the Michael Jackson song, then comment the name of the song, because I think it's just an encouraging song for these times. So here we go. Hide me now under your wings. Cover me within your mighty hands. When the oceans rise and thunders roar, I will soar with you above the storms. Father, you are king o'er all the earth, and I will be still, know you are God. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making, we're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day, just you and me. Here we go, key change, ready? We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start singing. Oh, there's a choice we're making, we're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day, it's you and me. Oh, it's true, we'll make a better day, just you and me. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining the third episode of The Daily Show with DanRam. Please connect with me on social media. If I can help in any way, then I will. You know I will. Same time, same place tomorrow. Remember the Start Now, Start Simple challenge that I've given you. Try something new that you've never done sometime this weekend. Use the hashtag Start Now, Start Simple and tag me. I am DanRam on it. I'm also very grateful to the Indian government for giving me electricity and internet for 3 days in a row. We have had uninterrupted shows, so I'm really, really grateful. If you have any feedback about the show, if you'd like to be on the show, if you think I should do something interesting on the show, please comment. This is our show. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this fame. I'm just doing this so we can connect and hopefully bring you a little bit of joy and happiness. I want to bring back really quickly Johnny and Marco. Guys, thank you so much for being part of the show. I wish you really well over the next few days, weeks, who knows, and I cannot wait to see you again. But thank you so much for being part of the show.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan.
Take care.
Absolutely, guys. And just remember, I always end with this. Today's a gift. Don't be afraid to start now, start simple, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.